Hey, what's up, everybody? This is DJ Keo, and I'm in the studio with
Mad Skillz. What up, though?
So, introduce yourself to the people. Like, what are you known for? And
Mad Skillz, a hip hop artist from Virginia, songwriter, DJ, teacher, newly. You know what I mean? Just a lover of music. You know what I mean? I would say that much. Anything that most people know me for, it probably revolves around some kind of music. So yeah, Mad Skillz, the music lover.
Yeah.
I
think that's like a lot of rappers and stuff like that. Like they're good with the one thing, but like you're known for writing. Did you produce too?
Yeah, I produced.
So you got writing, producing, DJing.
Yeah,
just arts in general. Like you cover all the bases.
Right.
Where did this come from? Like, where did you get your start? Like, how did this whole thing come about?
Well, from just being a kid, and just hearing my mom play music around the house, a whole lot of like Earth, Wind and Fire, a lot of Barry White, you know what I mean? Just James Brown, you know what I'm saying? Michael, Prince. Hearing a lot of that stuff early on when I was younger, it just spoke to me. Just the musicality of it. Maybe not so much as what they were singing about, the words or nothing like that. But music was just always around the house. So when hip hop happened, the first time I heard hip hop, it might have been Rapper's Delight.
Okay.
And then I remember the first time I seen it it might have been Run DMC on this TV show called Graffiti Rock. And it came on, I was living in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I seen Run DMC for the first time on like television. And like that was it. Like I was in.
Everybody has that moment where like they saw something and changed it. Like for me, it was Big Daddy Kane.
Okay.
I saw that, I was like, oh, what is this?
Right.
I was a little kid, but I was like, yo, like I want to be down with this.
Right. Yeah, I just remember hearing Rapper's Delight on the radio, and then when I saw Run DMC, that was the light bulb. I've been immersed in it ever since.
So when did you know that you wanted to rap, though?
I didn't know that until because when Run DMC came out, they were the first ones I saw, but I didn't see nobody else. You know what I'm saying? I just heard a lot of records. I would hear like the Fat Boys and things like that. But Rakim and Big Daddy Kane probably spoke to the MC in me. I think I could, sit down and do this. And, and then I started hearing like, beatboxers and Dougie Fresh and, you know what I'm saying, and Lottie Dottie. And this was something that we could just create right then and there. Like I didn't have to have no equipment. I didn't have to have no kind of big, money sound system. I had a friend that could stand there and go, and I could go along with it. So after that, man, like, and hearing Kane and hearing Rakim, that's when I knew what kind of rapper I wanted to be.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Because Kane and Rakim is the DNA of Mad Skillz. Like, I'm 50% Big Daddy Kane and 50% Rakim. So, like, those two, if I could have meshed them together and just made a super rapper, that's what I aspired to be.
I think, especially around that time, like there was no, I'm just going to pull out my laptop and start recording real quick. There's the whole process for, I want to rap.
Yes, it's a whole thing. Like, you know what I mean? I just used what was accessible. Hitting on the lunch table, making beats, and having an extra notebook to write down my thoughts in. And then the fashion, you know what I'm saying? Saving up to get some shell toes and some suede Pumas and things of that nature, so I could look like Run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I already felt like I looked like Run. I had sideburns. I was skinny. You know what I'm saying? Right? Yeah. So it was like, I was like, I look like Run, but I want to sound like Kane and Rakim.
Yeah. I think everybody had their one group or one style of rap, because I think now everyone's it's like a wide range of everybody listening to everything.
Yeah, it's a whole lot now.
But like especially like in the 90s, everybody was focused on, well, I like East Coast, or I like, stuff from the South, or I like whatever. And they're just focused on that.
Right.
So, musically, you there's like the boom bap, or like what it was, is the lyrics, like what drew
it was the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew some of the beats because it was recycled from some of the stuff I had heard from James Brown.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a whole lot of, early on, everything had Funky Drummer in it, or Peace the President. And I could recognize those beats, like, oh, this is Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud, or this is Night Train, or this is that part from this, like, so I kind of knew that they were taking parts of other songs and just extending it. Yeah. I was keen enough to be to know what that meant and what that was. The beats, man, it was like it was all kinds of sounds being flown in from all over the place. Yeah. But one thing that kept it consistent and kept it moving was those words and those cadences and those patterns, and that's something that I felt like I wanted to be a part of. So after that, I was, like I said, I was all in.
Like, what was like rap like in Virginia though? Like, I don't think there was a lot of people before you came out.
No, it wasn't. Like, and even with Virginia, I didn't even move to Virginia until like 87. So like early Run DMC, 85, 86, I was in North Carolina. Yeah, okay. And we was getting everything late. So by the time it got to us, it was probably already on its decline, but to us it was like a influx. But when I got to Virginia, that was the first time I really got to see like city life and city buses and public transportation, and not that they didn't have that in North Carolina, but I was too young. I really wasn't paying much attention to that. So by the time I hit Virginia, it was like early teens, and it was more. It was faster, a little faster. You know what I'm saying? Even though it was still VA, but it was a city, and the city was thriving, and it had a downtown area, and it just was. It wasn't the big city lights, but it was bigger than what I was used to. Yeah,
because I visited VA a little bit, and like my brother-in-law and my sister moved down there for a little bit from New York, and. So like they lived close to the city, but they're still like way out. So right. I feel like Virginia was like the best of both worlds. Like you had the little country thing, but you still had the city part too.
Yes, this is correct.
And it had this vibe of like they're sitting on both sides culturally.
Yeah, no, it was, man. It was a special time and a special place to be at back then. You know what I mean?
Plus, you're pretty close to Washington and all that stuff. Like you're still part of that whole cluster.
You're right over top of right across the Mason-Dixon, so you get the city.
Yeah.
You can drive 2 hours in one direction and get to the beach, and you can drive 2 hours in another direction, and you're in the mountains.
So when did you start rapping?
Oh, it might have been. Oh man, it might have been 86. Okay. 80. It might have been 86. Like, I remember the first time I wrote, and making pause tapes. Mm-hmm. On I had a box with like a dual cassette. Yeah. And just taping stuff off of the radio.
Because that was the thing. Like you had to wait for your song to come on. You sit there for 2 hours waiting for this one song to come on.
Waiting for that one song, man. Listen, and then once you got that one song, you would have to dub that onto another tape. Yeah. It was almost like making mixes but not having anything.
Yeah, same thing with the music videos. Like you sit there with the record and just waiting all day. Like it's time for it to come on. So.
I remember Cash used to have a box, but this is way later when you get the box and you had to order your video.
Yeah.
And wait for it to play.
It would be craziness before the song came on.
Right.
Like heavy metal, whatever.
Yeah, and then sit through a Megadeth video just to get to that video. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just all of a sudden Big Daddy Kane or like just pop on, just randomly,
out of
and then
nowhere.
Right back to rock. Like it's wild.
Right back to a Kiss video.
Yeah. It was just wild, and even like MTV, like they didn't play it really. Mm-hmm. I think BET kind of I don't think they really embraced it for a while.
Yeah, no, they didn't. They came in later. But I think, but you know what though? Now that I look back at it, man, that was the magic of what we were exposed to, because in order to see Michael and Prince and to get to that NWA video and Rakim and you know what I'm saying, before Yo MTV Raps, they wasn't even playing that shit then. They were only playing the top tier motherfuckers. Like
they weren't getting it high in the charts.
It was Michael, Prince, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? And that's only because they were so goddamn big that they couldn't ignore him. But Luther Vandross wasn't getting no burn then. You know what I'm saying? Like Patti LaBelle was not on MTV. So people started, you know, I look back at that and I'm so thankful for those moments, because I got exposed to so much other music that I still love to this day. Like, I'm an 80s baby. So, you know what I mean? Like, I hear some of those songs now and I can automatically think about where I was and the first time I saw like Sweet Dreams by Eurythmics and Duran and all those weird ass videos. Like Huey Lewis and the News is like one of my favorite bands. And Hall & Oates, like one of my favorites, because it brings back so many childhood memories.
This is the thing though, I think with music, especially around that time, like it was such a big thing to get it, and so that it was this cultural thing for you too. Like everybody remembers what they're doing when they heard Thriller the first time. You know? It was a thing where, okay, I got to go to the store. I got to save up money for it. I got to go to the store. When I get it back, I'm gonna read all the line notes. I want to know who Michael thinks.
Like
I want to know,
running home to watch Thriller was an event. That shit was an event.
And I feel like culturally now everything is just so instant.
They don't.
It kind of takes away the whole magic of music.
Because it's like you look up and at midnight it's on your phone. And
exactly. Yeah.
I think if artists are smart nowadays, you know what I'm saying, they can still find ways to create those moments for their fans at least. So it might not be the same thing, but you know what I mean? Like, you could still make some moments.
But I think the key thing is that you have to get artists to know that they should create those moments for artists. Because a lot of people are just like, oh, I'm just getting on YouTube and whatever. It's on Spotify is good enough.
I'm good.
The label thing. Because, like, okay, so when you first got your record deal, you know, like, what was the process for, like, you know, picking the songs and getting everything together? Like,
well, I had a very good A&R at Atlantic, and his name was Rob Reef Tulo.
Okay.
And he was like instrumental in signing me and making sure that I got the best production possible at the time. Like, we had a budget. I damn near had an R&B budget. So like Atlantic spent some money, and I just, you know, I got lucky to have him because he was ahead. Like, he knew hip hop. He loved it. He was a part of it. And now we got some money. And we can actually go out here and get Large Professor. We can go get Clark Kent. We can go get Buck Wild.
Yeah, because production on your album was amazing. You had big people.
And we sat down in the beginning, and he was like, listen, this is what we're going to do. Like, I'm going to Juju and Les. I'm gonna see what the beat. He was getting shit from everybody. So it was like, just because you didn't make it on my album, I still got tracks from you. I got tracks from everybody.
No, because it was this thing of, you know, you're trying to get the best of everything rather than these 5 producers are doing everything right now. Pick one out of that. Like, there was some kind of thing where you had to send in your heat. And the heat is what got you on the album rather than politics. Right. And I felt like, because I started producing, you know, a little bit around that time, but like I didn't really get anything placed for a little bit longer. Right. But at that time, you know, it was all about like quality. You had to have heat, and they didn't care. Well, I don't know this guy. I don't know where this guy came from. Whatever. It was about heat. Right. Yeah. No. It was quality over quantity back then. And I didn't know that I was making what I was making. You know what I'm saying? I just knew I was going to the best, and I felt like I had the best rhymes, and I was the best spokesman for Virginia, and I didn't want to disappoint the people where I was from. Because this is before Pharrell and all these guys.
Oh, man,
you're like a pioneer before.
This is way before.
Putting Virginia on the map.
I was the first one, man. Yeah. And you know, I'm proud to be able to say that, you know, I kicked in the door, you know what I mean, and showed a lot of other cats in Virginia that's like, yo, it's possible. Like, we don't have to try to be somebody else, or try to be from New York, or try to be from, you know what I mean, LA or down south. We could be us. You know what I'm saying? Because he's on TV and he's got an album and he's us. You know what I'm saying? So I was proud of that moment, man. Like, it was special.
How hard was it to get your deal, like, when you first started out?
When I first started, well, it was instrumental between, like, Q-Tip, like, giving me a chance to tour with a Tribe Called Quest early on, and kind of he would bring me on stage and help me spit a verse. And it's like, it's crazy now that when I think back about that, I talk about it like it was just like, yeah, it happened, da-da-da. But just saying it just now, like, Q-Tip,
that's a big deal.
used to let me come out on stage during Tribe Called Quest shows and spit a verse over God Lives Through, the instrumental. Like, that's insane.
It's
right?
a big deal.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the equivalent now of the ultimate cosign. Like, you know what I mean?
Because, like, I don't think there was anybody who hated Tribe. Everybody,
no.
The respect for Tribe, especially was it like 96, 95?
Yes, like, this was 93.
It was out of here.
So, yeah, nah, man. In 92, I was on the road, you know, at least in Virginia, like, because I couldn't go so far, but I was going to UVA, Hampton, and
Did you do the college tours?
Yeah, William and Mary, and doing all and just say, he's like, yo, just come. And I'm like, I'm there. So between him and, like, Clark Kent, once I did that battle, Clark Kent kind of took me under his wing and gave me some beats and did like 4 tracks for me that turned into a demo. So and then when I did that battle with Supernatural in like 92.
Yeah, I remember that.
That, you know, my tape was on everybody's desk. They just hadn't listened to it.
Yeah.
So then at the weekend after that Monday following work, everybody went back to work and listened to the tape. Like, yo, that was the kid that was going ham this weekend. Yeah. And then that's when the offer started coming in. And I went with Big Beat Atlantic. So
that was a big deal for, you know, a lot of rappers did the battle thing first before they got into recording songs. So, like, was there a huge transition between recording songs and battling?
No.
Because I think a lot of people can't make choruses.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
My whole first album was battle raps. I'll be the first to tell you. My whole first album was battle raps surrounded by I got your head nodding because your neck nose is fat. Like, everything except for like a couple songs like Doing Time in the Cypher, maybe. Get Your Groove On, where I was trying to appeal to like women. Everybody Move Your Body. Move Your Body was still battle raps. Surrounded by Jeffrey Osborne hook, a Clark Kent production, a girl singing, but it was still battle rap.
But like, that's what you were known for.
Yeah, I didn't know,
because
and
of
I
that
didn't know
thing.
what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah,
like, I didn't know what I was doing. I was happy that I was in the studio. You know what I'm saying? And these songs were gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was amazed when people started showing me their record. Like, yo, I got your record. Like, they promoted it, came in the mail. And I'm like, oh shit! Like, it was a big deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There was this thing where they, you know, everyone just battled, but nobody got to the okay. Well, you need 4 verses or 3 verses. They need to be this long. And you need to have hooks here. This matters.
And I knew how to separate bars and, you know, a 16 verse. And I had studied music long enough to know how long a song should be intro, verse, outro, if, you know, bridges and shit like that. But in rap, it was 3 verses, 3 hooks, intro, outro. Maybe a scratch break for the DJ. You know what I'm saying? But which could ultimately be a bridge. But man, back then, man, like, if you could rap and if you could freestyle, which don't mean shit now. Yeah, I know. But if you could freestyle back then and actually make sense, that helped too. That was almost like being able to play ball, but I could dunk. You know what I'm saying? So it's still 2 points. But it's a little more flashier. You know what I'm saying? You get the crowd into it, get everybody pumped up, but it's still only 2 points.
I think the freestyle was more important doing shows versus the music part of like just recording, whatever.
Yeah. No, it definitely was. Yeah.
So like how long did it take you to do your album? Like, was it a struggle trying to read songs?
Once we got the songs done, we got them done, and the shit didn't come out for like another, I want to say, year. They kept pushing my album back.
Yeah, because it wasn't immediate. Like, oh, it's finished. All right, here you go, put it out.
Yeah, they weren't getting like a lot of pre-orders, and like people were like, okay, Mad Skillz, who is that? Like, what is he?
Yeah,
what's going on? And I'm coming out. Biggie's out. You know what I'm saying? J. Rule, Nas is out.
That was a tough year.
Black Moon was out. I came out on the same day as the Fugees.
That was a tough year.
And All Eyes on Me.
That was a tough year.
I had the worst sound scan date in history.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if you be just being a hip hop head, like it is what it is, and you got a couple, your mom gave you $30 and you go into the store to get some CDs.
Choose from,
it's
man.
like, okay, I got the Fugees.
Yeah.
I got Tupac. This shit is a double album.
Yeah.
I'm getting way more music for my money than this. And then this little guy from Virginia, like, I'm going with the Fugees and Pop.
Yeah.
Like,
there's so much stuff that came out. It was
man,
incredible.
And the only thing that I would say that I felt like helped me out on that day was that people were in the record stores buying music on that day because there was so much good shit that was coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fugees was on fire.
Yeah.
Tupac was death row, fuck the world, like he back. You know what I'm saying? So I think I benefited on just a lot of people being like, oh, I know the Nod Factor, like, and I'm in the store, I'm gonna grab his shit.
No, because like for my friends and I, we were all like super East Coast,
right?
We were underground people, so like you were on our radar anyway, and that kind of stuff, especially because of the battle. So, that was the logical thing of, well, we were going to get this versus, Fugees and stuff like that, just for us.
Of course.
But I think we're probably the only people that thought like that. Like, it was a small thing, but, we were still walking
like,
around.
Damn, I should have got the Fuji shit.
Oh, no, I used to walk around, beat people in the head like, yo, you need to listen to this dude right here. Like, like everybody, because... we were the crew of the DJs, and we were like the tastemakers for our area.
Right.
So we were always trying to find that new thing or whatever.
Right, to be up on that everybody else
like, yo,
on. Right.
It was kind of, I wouldn't say like the douchey thing of like we're pretentious of, well, we're listening to this, you guys aren't listening to that. But like we were always trying to find something new and share it with everybody else.
Right.
And anything lyrical, like we were on. Like that was just the thing. So
Got you.
I feel, that helped with us, like logically for, where we wanted to go with music, especially when we just started getting into production and really DJing heavy.
Right.
Because like we were still, basically our production was we do a remix. We we got the instrumental from one song, and we put the other one, we blend together. I'm like, yo, this is a brand new song. Remix. Yeah. So I always feel like it's incredible, like seeing like how far stuff has come from, like just making loops now is nothing. I can do it on my phone.
Right. Easy.
But, like I had to scratch 2 records together, looping it like that. And then I would have to record it on top of another tape, and coming through like the aux or whatever. Like it was a process.
It was serious. It was work. That's it was work.
You appreciate. I listened to that stuff forever. Like I probably still have it on tape somewhere. But like it was this thing of like it took so much to make it. Like I appreciate it more versus I just put two things together on a computer and just do it together. Like that's the thing. Like so. Like, how do you feel about like where music has gone from that process into now where, we're at Spotify level where, somebody sends me a link or I just automatically it populates for me. I don't have to look for music anymore.
Right. I feel like, it had to change. It had to evolve. Like nothing stays the same. I feel like, I'm from a different era, but, these kids are doing what they're doing, and I respect it. All of it might not be for me, but I do realize that everything has to grow. Yeah. You know what I mean? And sometimes revert back to, the caveman stages of it, I guess. But, I'm I'm a fan of music, man, and I really feel like, you know, it's only two kinds of music. It's good music and it's bad music.
Yeah.
So, like we do a lot of classifying it and trying to segregate it and genre it up, but you know, at the end of the day, that's what it all is. So, you know, it might not be for me, but I'm not one of the OGs or one of the guys that's gonna totally shit on it. Like, let them kids do what they do. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for us. Yeah, it's for them. You know what I'm saying?
I got in this, I would say, heated debate with Bink, and this a couple years ago.
Right.
Yeah, I was in his house, and you know, we were playing beats or whatever, and we got this thing about, we were talking about mixtapes.
Right.
It was around the time when, you know, labels were like, well, how many people have heard your mixtape? You know, how big is your thing before we even bother listening to you? And so, like, I was coming from the side of, I felt mixtapes is this thing that's watering down your music and making it not valuable anymore. And he was coming from the side, like you were saying, he was saying that, well, you know, this is what it is now. We just have to adapt and go to, like, we have to figure out our way to work around that.
Right.
And like, I was just like, but you know, Katy Perry is not throwing away free songs or whatever. Katy Perry makes you buy her album, and they don't even put it on Spotify for the first 2 weeks, or whatever. Like they're saying that this is important and you can't get it anywhere else, and they made it valuable. I feel like, I still feel this way. I know I lost a debate with him because, like, yo, I'm in this house, man. I can't. I'm not gonna lose that. But I'm just saying, like, I still feel like the hip hop and R&B and that kind of stuff is the only genre of music where we devalue the thing we're selling. And
I mean, I look at it like this, like, back in, you know, when mixtapes started first becoming, you know, a thing that artists were doing, I knew then, first of all, I'm like, I always had a psyche of never put something out. I don't care if it's free or you sold it, or you leaked it, whatever. Never put something out that you don't like. So I've never had a throwaway song. I never just threw something out just to see what it would do, because either I liked it and I wanted y'all to like it, or I didn't like it and y'all never heard it. I don't believe in, oh yeah, these just throwaways. Wait till you hit an album. Fuck no. Because that might fuck around and be your album. You know what I'm saying?
You may not get another chance.
And the worst thing that can happen is you put out something that you don't like. And it becomes a hit, and you got to perform that shit for the rest of your life.
I'm pretty sure that's happened a lot. Right? They got that one hit wonder
too. Like I can't imagine. You know what I mean? I can't imagine. Can you imagine if Hammer didn't like fucking Can't Touch This?
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Can you imagine that? So my whole thing is, like, I never believed in putting anything out that I wasn't 100% behind, and I wasn't 100% confident in it, and that it might turn into something that might be my one. You know what I mean? So I never believed in that. And I also believe that after a while, when I saw it, after the 50 Cent era and the whole G Unit shit, and you know, him starting that mixtape movement with like artists and rearranging people's songs to make them his own songs, I knew then, I was like, the mixtape is the album. You know what I'm saying? It's basically like a business card at this point. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to give you this. Here's my info on it. This is to keep you interested and hold you down. Because I'm like, at the end of the day, bro, like, we can't sell all this shit. Like, I could have a hard drive full of fucking songs. I can't sell them all. Some of this shit I'm going to give away. Some of this shit I'm going to sell. Some of this shit will never see the light of day because it doesn't represent me as an artist. But at the end of the day, something got to happen to it. You know what I mean?
I have a bunch of remixes and stuff, like, with like artists and stuff that is never going to come out. It's just sitting on a drive somewhere, and I just like, I wish people could hear it. And I'm the type person, man, sometimes I go over shit and I just be like, yo, stop sitting on songs, man. Like this last project I just put out, that was songs I was sitting on. I was like, yo, like, put them out. So where did this thing come from? Like the last album that you did, where you're not even rapping that much on it.
I rapped on it once.
One song, right?
I rapped on In a Minute, but I wrote everything. So it was it's called I'm the DJ and the Rapper, only because the title was so perfect for explaining what I'm doing, because I can see people like, wait, it's Mad Skillz, like what?
Yeah,
Is that another Mad Skillz? Like, is it who? Like,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
I'm the DJ and the rapper. Like, these are songs that I was playing in my sets, and people didn't know I wrote, and so I'm just sneaking them in, sandwiching them in between hits or whatever, and I'm noticing like, okay, people still dancing, ain't nobody leave the dance floor.
Yeah,
So
you vibing out.
you know, shit, okay, all right. They don't really know this, but they trust me, they vibing to it.
Yeah.
So it was just a collage of songs that I was sitting on and I felt like needed to be heard. Nobody bought them. A couple artists passed on them.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, if you wrote one song, you can write a million more. So
Yeah.
put them out. You know what I mean?
I don't feel like anybody should have this one. Like I gotta hold on to this one like it's a diamond.
Right.
Like every song should be a diamond. Like you can't.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And I agree. Like you can't just sit on it forever. Like.
So when did you know that you're okay? Like let me try and do something with this, or did you just got? When did you feel like, okay, well, I gotta do something with these songs? Like, did you know?
Well, when I was DJing heavy, when I first started DJing heavy, I wanted to be one of those DJs that could play my own material and not just Mad Skillz rap songs from back in the day, because I wanted people to be able to differentiate me between, what I did and what I'm doing now. Like, I don't want people to think like, okay, if you come see Mad Skillz DJing, it's just gonna be 90s hip hop.
Yeah.
And he just gonna play Biggie and J. Rue and Nas.
Yeah.
And he'll probably do the Nod Factor, and then that's gonna be it. I can do that. Yes, I could do that all day. But I'm from an era where DJs didn't play just one genre of music.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
everything.
Because at the end of the day, anybody, I don't care what you have all your music in. I don't care if it's on your playlist, it's in your phone, it's on an old iPod, if it's on your hard drives or your iTunes. I guarantee you, whoever you are, it's not just one genre of music on whatever it is you listen to your music on. So yeah, you could like hip hop, but I could look in your phone right now. It's other genres.
Yeah.
It's other shit in there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, you should be able to come to a party and enjoy yourself just the same. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, don't get me wrong, I DJ a lot of places, and it could be some cool, sexy shit, a lot of girls in there, and yeah, it's always this one cat in there like, yo, man, play some Dilla. And I'm like,
there's always the one dude, man.
Like, it's not the night for it. You know what I'm saying? I love Dilla. You know what I'm saying? I love that, but tonight's not the night for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, catch me in another vibe. So, I believe in playing everything, not just one genre of music.
Because I think you had to transition from I'm strictly rapper to I'm writing for everybody, and then you had to transition between I'm writing for people, doing songs, to now I'm DJing. Right. Like, did you see that coming, or did you know where that was going to go, or it happened naturally?
Well, I would probably say that it did happen naturally, because the one common denominator about all of that, between rapping songs, being a rapper, writing songs for other people, producing, and now DJing, the one common denominator of all of that is music. And I love music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, if I'm doing something that involves music, presenting music to people, I love it. So when I look back at it, I'm like, oh man, I really like presenting music to people. I presented it to people from my own as an artist. I presented it to people through other people, and now I'm playing it for people. You know what I mean? It's almost like, the one thing about it, man, is that music is just it's something. It's a universal language, and it's been a part of my life for as long as I can remember, and it makes me happy. So to just discover new music and help other people discover it. So I just enjoy it, man. So the common denominator of all that, I didn't see it coming, but I knew it was going to have something to do with music.
Yeah. How's your experience been, transitioning to DJ? Because DJing is the one thing where you have instant feedback if you're doing a good job or not. They let you know.
And if you're not,
your style of music, they let you know, like, this is not working right now.
Right.
Yeah. Like, because usually you make an album, whatever, it's still like 5-6 months before you even know, like, it's gonna do good or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
The transition into DJ it reminded me of being a new artist, because it's almost like, you know, it's one or two ways that DJs feel about it when I DJ. Like, they're like, oh, okay, yeah, nah, Skillz, he been around for a minute, like, he know his shit. Yeah. Cool. Then there's other DJs that are like, here come like another one of these fucking rappers. Yeah. Trying to fucking DJ. Like, shit then got cold on the rap side, so here they come over here. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, nah, it's not that. Cause, you know what I'm saying, I've always been comfortable around turntables, you know what I'm saying? Not saying I was back in the day like full-fledged DJing, but, you know, if you were DJing and gave me the headphones and was like, yo, I'm going to the bathroom right quick, I knew enough to not hold it down for a couple minutes, not clear the dance floor, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not play the fucking hit, you know what I mean, that night. Yeah. But, you know, the church, so I usually either got a little bit of love or a little bit of, you know what I mean, you know, distance from DJs and whatnot. But I just knew I wanted to get in the room and I wanted to get better at whatever I didn't know how to do, whatever I wasn't strong at. I wanted to get better. And cause I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever do this shit, but if I want to do it, I want to be able to be confident enough to do it. Yeah. So I started getting around people like, you know, DJ Manuel and the Junkies, and, you know what I'm saying, Lonnie B and DJ B, and you know, DJ Skillz and people like that, and just watching the careers of, like, you know, D Nice and Biz Markie, who were like once rappers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because
Biz Markie's like, he's touring crazy.
If you would have told me in 1989 that in 2018 that the biggest member of the fucking Juice Crew would be Biz, I would have lost. I'd have been like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's just a testament to grinding, man, and knowing your craft. And I talk to Biz all the time, and I get advice from him and just pointers, because Biz has actually done what I want to do. What I'm in the process of attempting to do, Biz already done. And what makes it so crazy is Biz had a bigger hit. Yeah. So Biz was like, yo, when I started DJing, people were straight at the DJ booth like, yo, just a friend, come on, come on. And he like, yo, I'm here for like 2 hours, like, kind of let me, you know, I'm chilling, let me play some records. They like, man, dude, just a friend. You ain't no DJ. Yeah. Because he was such a clown prince of hip hop, so they never took him serious. So at least cats take me serious, because they like, oh no, I see Skillz. He, you know, he's with Manuel, he's with the Junkies. I see on his gram, he's practicing. With Biz, they wasn't none of that. You just show up and Biz is there.
He just started doing it
like man, when the real DJ coming on, man, get Biz out of here. So for him to have to overcome that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to him and he gives me advice all the time, man, and I just shut up and just take it, because he did it already.
Well, it's one of those things like when, you know, rappers move from rapping to acting or whatever. Right. There's this whole group of people like, come on, man, I went to Juilliard, I did this.
Right, I did theater.
I was sitting there. You know.
I'm classically trained.
And you just show
here
up.
You come doing
you get a Blockbuster and you just taking my job. Like,
right. You're not even a real actor. And it's like, but yeah, damn, man, don't put me in one lane. Let me spread my wings.
No, man, I love that. I love people jumping around and doing what they're passionate about, because a lot of people doing this job right now, they're not passionate about it at all. They hate their job. Right. So I love seeing people that, like, they've loved it for a long time and they just naturally moved over to the next thing.
If somebody tell you stay in your lane, tell them fuck you. Whatever lane I want to be in is my lane, because it's a whole bunch of people that didn't stay in their lane. Puffy didn't stay in his lane. Yeah. Jermaine Dupri didn't stay in his lane. You know what I'm saying? Like, people was like, nah, I want to do this other thing. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that, man.
And a lot of times people are bigger in their second career than they were in the first.
Yeah. So Will Smith didn't stay in his lane.
Yeah. No, like, you shouldn't box yourself in and be like, I can only do this. Like, it's ridiculous, especially in this day and age where there's so much technology and so much things available.
Right, to just do what it is you want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just jump, man. Jump and figure that shit out on your way down.
Yeah, well, I feel like today, we're in this crossroads where people taking chances and people not taking chances. Right. Because you're a thing where, well, you know, I'm gonna fail. It's gonna cost me money. It's like there's all these things.
I'm a little stupid.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna make fun of me on the internet. Like there's so many factors here.
I'm gonna become a meme.
And then there's people just like, you know what? F it. Like I'm just gonna do whatever. Like I feel like you have to go for it, man.
Those are the people that change the world, bro.
Yeah.
And motherfuckers call them all kinds of names. Crazy, you stupid. I can't believe you left a good situation to go start that. What are you doing? Da-da-da-da-da. Like, you're embarrassing yourself. This ain't your lane.
Yeah.
You're going to hear all kind of excuses. And you know who you're going to hear those from? A motherfucker that's doing the same shit that they've been doing.
Yeah. It's always the people not doing anything.
They want to tell you how to do it.
Dragging you down. Like, I don't know. It's crazy that the same people, I think they're concerned or they're worried that, it's going to work.
Right.
Yeah. That's the
You're going to be
fear.
different once it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. A lot of shit's going to be different.
Absolutely.
The zip code.
That's the point. That's the point of this, though. So, like, how long have you been DJing right now? Like, is this a couple years now?
I would say, like, 5. Professionally, like 4. Maybe I'm coming up on 5, maybe.
I think DJing and comedians, it's kind of like the same thing. Where, like, you have to go through this process. You have to learn the craft. You have to get put in different situations. And then slowly you're going to get to the point where I can handle hecklers. I can have people asking me for stupid songs.
Right.
Like, and then I can read a crowd better. Like, I feel like comedy and DJing it's almost similar. Like the whole, how long it takes before you get good at it.
Right.
And just the whole process. Like it's a unique skill. And I don't know, it's something very, very special that when people get it, you're like, oh, okay. That guy's a beast. Like,
right. And it's like, you know, when you have, you know, a good night and, you know, because I've seen, you know, good DJs have bad nights, you know what I'm saying? And
absolutely.
I'm just like,
it happens, man.
It happens, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, yo, I just wasn't on my shit tonight. I couldn't get it. I couldn't get a hold of these motherfuckers. Like, shit was just weird. Like, those are the nights that make you, you know, a professional, you know what I'm saying? So because those nights are coming, man, and it might not have nothing to do with you.
Yeah, it's people in bad moods.
Yeah, but like, yo, their team just lost tonight. The bar is empty. They just motherfuckers just lost Game 7 of the finals or some shit, and you got to go in there and play some shit.
Yeah.
And what kills me is that when you're like, this is another thing that a lot of people don't understand. It's like, I'm the good time guy, so I have to be here to make sure that y'all have a good time.
Yeah.
But what if I ain't even in a good mood? Like, what if I just fucking got into an argument with my girl and you know what? I'm about to go home and I don't even know if my shit gonna be on the porch or not when I get home. Yeah. But I gotta come out here and tell y'all, throw y'all hands in the air and play The Good Life by Kanye. I'm not even feeling this shit right now. So, you know what I mean? Like, people don't take that into consideration. And the one thing that I've always accepted and just, you know, roll with the punches about is that when I'm DJing, it ain't about me. It's about them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
because you got to play songs that you probably, this is the worst song ever.
I don't want to hear this shit. I don't even like it, but it ain't about me. And if I get enough requests for it, if 3 or 4 chicks and one dude say, yo, man, I know you got that new so-and-so, and I don't have it, I'm pissed because I'm like, I should have been prepared.
Yeah.
I know where I am. I know what this crowd is. I should have known this was coming. I'm pissed because I don't have it. Now I look like the whack DJ because I don't have the song.
Yeah. Like,
even though it's a whack song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a whack song.
Yeah.
Y'all like whack shit.
Yeah.
I just got to play this whack shit, and then I'll look cool if I got the whack shit. But now that I don't have the whack shit, I like an old nigga.
Yeah.
That ain't even up on the new shit.
See, because DJing is this thing that's constantly evolving. Like, it's not going to be stagnant. No matter, you have all your 90s, whatever
all
current.
That shit don't matter.
Tomorrow, there's going to be a song that you didn't hear about, and it's going to be the song of the year. Track
12 on so-and-so's mixtape is now fucking the rave of all the kids. And
because this is the thing that
the worst.
that's the kind of thing that annoys me is that now I gotta watch out for mixtapes. Like I can't just
look at the charts and
like,
fucking listen to the radio. You gotta listen to mixtapes.
Yeah, I gotta listen. I'm doing research like I'm an investigative journalist. Man. Like
you have to keep your ear to the street. Yeah, man. You got to, man, and that's a part of being. And the only difference now is that we still keeping our ear to the street. It's just that when we keep our ear to the street now, we end up somewhere that we just don't like. We listen to something we don't like. It might not be for us, but you know, at the end of the day, man, it ain't about us. It's about those people. And I've been blessed because I don't get a lot of those gigs. Most of my shit is like theme shit, or you know what I'm saying, like you know, a good urban AC type crowd, grown and sexy type shit, where I can dig in some 90s shit and take them back. And
you can do the soulful 80s.
Right, soulful 80s. But I remember one time one of my homeboys telling me, he was like, yo, I did a Sweet 16. Like, I think he did like a Sweet 16 party like last year. And he was like, bro, he said, you know, I'm on the radio every day. So I got all the Kodak, the Lil Baby. I got all that shit. He was like, I'm in the party. He said, half of the party have on headphones, their own personal AirPods and fucking earbuds, and motherfuckers in the corner just vibing to their own shit. Yeah. And I'm like, why the fuck am I even here?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He was like, I was doing a favor for my homeboy's wife. You know what I'm saying? It was her kid's Sweet 16. You know, he was probably the biggest DJ in the city, so his name kind of rang some bells when they said he was going to be there. Yeah, he's like, but I definitely should have just passed this down to one of the youngest because nobody even gives a fuck that I'm here. Yeah. He said, motherfuckers got on beats, and they just in here in a party with their headphones on.
This is the thing with, like, kids who've never been to a club before. They don't appreciate anything. Like, no. They don't know, like, oh, you can't play this song right now, or there's a reason why this is not a good thing for everybody here. Right. Like, they have no idea.
It's like, do it
clue.
Now.
Yeah.
Play it now.
Yeah.
I bet if you play it now, it'll get lit in here. And I'd be like, it probably won't.
My friend is a DJ, and he did like this Sweet 16 kind of high school thing. And these kids wanted to hear this particular Drake song. And they did a protest in the middle of the dance floor. They just sat on the ground until they heard the song. It was like, yo, what are you supposed to do with that? Like, yo.
That's crazy.
Yo, like, how do you resolve that?
Yo,
like,
you're in a party and you get protested.
Like, I'm gonna sulk right now. Like, yo, how insane is that?
I'd have been like, there's the door, bitch. Because you know what you can say now to a kid that you couldn't say then? Yeah. When a motherfucker be like, man, I know you got that so-and-so. And even if you're like, yo, I just played it. Like, you know what I'm saying? How long you been here? Oh, I've been here like 30 minutes. Like, yo, I played that like an hour ago. Yeah. Oh, man, could you play it again? Da, 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 da. The first thing I say is I'd be like, you got it on your phone, don't you? Because I know they do. Like,
yeah, you can put that on a t-shirt, man.
Like, if you have it on your phone, don't ask me to play it.
Yeah. No, like it's this thing about, I think for playing music for people, there's this arrogance of like, well, I have it on Spotify, so I should hear it anytime I want. Right. And so people are like, now, but no. So for me personally, when I do parties and stuff, like I don't play songs twice. Period. Right. I don't care who you are. Right. Maybe the CEO of a company, I'm like, yo, can you play? Maybe. But generally, I'm like, yo, you should have paid attention or you should have been on the dance floor. Right. This is on you. But I
ain't running this shit back in 2 hours.
No, because like I have a flow of where I'm going with songs, and I plan to like play different genres, whatever. So like me playing a song again, that wrecks that. Right, and it throws my timing off, so I'm just like, no, I don't do it at all.
And they don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
They don't get that part.
You're at a party, DJ's playing music, you should dance. Have fun.
Right, enjoy yourself.
Stop talking, whatever, do whatever you're doing.
Half of y'all are knee-deep, head down in your phone anyway.
Yeah. There's a lot of that. Like, I feel this whole thing's changed the game with the phones because... You know, everyone's like, they want to do the Snapchat. Like, oh, the song came on and I can't dance to it yet. I need you to play it again for me so I can actually dance to it this time. Like, everyone's worried about the Spotify not Spotify. Like,
catching the moment. And I'm like, y'all got to enjoy some shit sometimes, man.
It's this weird thing right now. Nobody's enjoying anything. Everyone's not in the moment. Yeah.
They so busy trying to capture the moment that they're outside of the moment. Yeah. That's crazy.
Because I remember the first time I went to a party, like I danced the whole time I was there. Yes. That was the point. The whole goal.
Because that was important. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That was important then. Now, shit, you be lucky.
So, like, how do you feel about, because DJs now, we're competing against, we got Xboxes, we're competing against tablets, cell phones. There's a million things. Spotify's making their own DJ playlist now. Like, there's a million things for DJs that are competing with, and they're expecting the same type of experience. Like, how do you, like, where's your thought process about, where we're at right now?
I mean, I know that if they could replace us, they would.
They would.
In a heartbeat. If they could have the people come in, buy drinks, dance, buy more drinks, dance, leave when it closes, close out their tabs, and they don't have to pay us, then they wouldn't. But at the end of the day, like, this is the one thing I say, they can't duplicate building a set. They can't duplicate reading a crowd. They
adjusting on the fly.
Right, adjusting on the fly. Like, so and so has the birthday, or it's Kim's bachelorette. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they can't duplicate that without fucking up the flow of everything that's going on. So it's like, oh, I have somebody control the music. Okay, cool. Well, I'm controlling the music. I'm controlling them as well. Yeah. So because that's the point. I've had promoters come to me like, yo, like, can you make people go to the bar? And I'm like, what you mean?
No.
They're like, yo, like, I mean, because it's like everybody on the dance floor, like, my bar kind of slow. And I'm like, yeah, nah, you booked me to play music, bro. Like, I'm not gonna dilute my shit and play something whack.
Yeah, but you're not a bartender. Like,
right. I don't get no fucking extra money from the bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you paying me to play music, so it's like, make better drinks or get some more open stations so you don't just have two lines. Like, and motherfuckers like, fuck it, I ain't even getting a drink. Like, you rectify that problem, but it ain't gonna be rectified with the music.
Lower your prices.
Right.
That's how you get people to the bar.
I'm controlling the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, people, you get to a point where you just, we focus on making sure that people have a good time, man. And that's the, if people come to me at the end of the night, like, oh my God, me and my girls, we danced all night. Like, we didn't even know the party's over. We didn't even know. I'm like, I did my job. I didn't want you to look at your watch. I wanted every song to seamlessly build into the next song, and the song that just went off, the one that comes on is better than the one that just went off. So you're happier about that.
Getting better.
Like, it's a build. So to get there, man, and to get that shit right in the night, like, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck if you ain't selling enough money at the bar. Like, get lower, like you said, get lower drink price.
So, like, what kind of equipment did you get when you first started DJing? Or did you start in turntables?
I already had 12s. Yeah, I already had 12s. Cause just from making beats back in the day and sampling or whatever, we always had some 12s around. Mixer wise, when I started, Scratch Live wasn't. Serato DJ had just came in. Yeah,
it wasn't a thing yet. It was still like
Serato DJ had just, Cats was on Scratch Live and they had just came around to that.
Yeah.
But I started right when Serato DJ came in. So it was, that's when they started making the mixers that actually
integrated into
like,
controller box.
So you didn't have to use the box anymore. You could hit your own cue points.
Yeah.
And I remember Manuel telling me, like, I remember talking to Manuel about it, and I was doing some shit, and Manuel was like, yo, all you gotta do is just do this and do that, and then just go there. And I'm like, yeah, but that's like, ain't that like cheating it though? And he was like, bro, he looked at me, he said, yeah, he's like, with the technology we have now, he was like, you supposed to mix smarter, not harder. And I was like, like, that stuck with me, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what I realized is that the only person that cares about what you're using to DJ is another fucking DJ.
Yeah, nobody else cares. Nobody else cares.
If I'm in Vegas and it's fucking packed and it's a good night, and I go through all of the genres, and it's a good night. Nobody leaves going, it was pretty dope. I mean, but he was using a controller.
Yeah, I know. Like, it was a really good,
nobody says that.
Yeah.
Like the girl who's there for the weekend on her bachelorette, or the dude who's with his homies, they don't care.
Yeah.
It's only another person in the back going, I mean, using CDJs though. Like, shut the fuck up. Like,
yeah.
Use whatever you're comfortable with, bro. Cause it's no different than me rapping on a microphone. If I rap on a U87 or a Rhodes or whatever.
Like your artists are sitting there like, which microphone should I use? Like, I don't know if this one sounds good.
It's whatever.
They're gonna be hating on me if I pull this mic out. Like, nobody does that.
Right.
Like,
it's like whatever you choose,
DJs.
man. It's whatever you choose. The only people that's worried about what you're using to DJ is another fucking DJ.
Yeah, I started DJing on vinyl, and then it took me a long time to move over to the laptop.
Right.
Because my biggest thing was when the laptop started going, they were always crashing.
Right.
Macs, PCs didn't matter. They were always crashing, and they were inconsistent. So like it took me forever but I was still like building up my library, and because I saw the future was coming this way.
Right.
So like I was still getting ready, but I was like, nah, I don't know yet, not yet. And when I finally switched over, I was like, what? Why? Why did it take so long? This is insane.
Like you were in a dinosaur age.
Yeah, like I used to carry like 4 or 5 crates of records to a party. And then when I'm done my set and there's another DJ after me, I have to sit on my 4 crates of records by myself. I couldn't even enjoy the party. Like now I'll put my laptop in the car and just come back in, like whatever. Like I can't do that. Like I was sitting there just miserable, like hating my life, man. Like, and then if I brought friends in there, I gotta pay them to go carry my stuff with me. Like it was just the whole process.
It's a lot, man, to come from that. And I feel like if you paid your dues doing that, then it's your birthright to have a computer and have your whole musical library on a hard drive, on your internal, backed up to another backup, whatever you have. Because you've been through those days, having to check your fucking records, hoping that they show up. Like that shit was real. You know what I'm saying?
It was a nightmare.
So,
nightmare.
and I remember one time, like, because it was one of my homeboys, he was so like non-knowledgeable about Serato. So I did some shit, and he was like, yeah, I want to see you do that with real vinyl though. And I was like, but it is real vinyl. I could do it on real vinyl if I wanted to, but it's the same thing. I just would mark where it is on the actual record. So he was like, yeah, but it's Serato. That's what he used to go. It's Serato. And I was like, yeah, but I said Serato. I said it doesn't actually make you a better DJ.
You still have to know how to DJ. I said
if you were whack with records, you're whack on Serato. This software didn't help me in that regard, and he didn't understand it. But you're using a laptop though. I was like, just to get to the song, but it's still. I was like, you know what? I'm not even gonna sit down and explain this shit to you because you don't matter and you're not gonna get it anyway. So he's like, yeah, all right, real DJing. And I'm like, all right, cool. So go ahead and real DJ. Throw on that vinyl and that shit start skipping in the middle of your fucking song. And everybody in the dance floor looking at you crazy because they're like, why is a record? I haven't heard a record skip at a party in like 12 years.
Yeah, like it's been a long time.
Why? So go ahead, bring your vinyl. Make sure that shit is clean, bro.
Yeah.
Like, don't bring that dirty ass vinyl out for what?
Because like I still have my turntables, but like I hate bringing them out. Like I did a wedding this summer, and the groom, like he's into music, so it was he wanted. I want that feel of vinyl and stuff like that. So I was like spinning jazz and other stuff like when people were during the reception, and then part of the actual thing, and I switched over to the laptop, and like it's like I can't carry 6 crates here plus the speakers.
I'm not doing all that for your wedding, bro. I love you, but I'm not doing it.
It's too much.
I wouldn't do that for a family member.
It's just too much. I can't back that way.
I got I have the turntables. I got about 8 pair. 10 pair. I got 10 because I got 1 in storage. 10 pair of 12s.
Yeah.
I have an old VCI 380 controller.
Okay,
just because I just loved it, and it just stood the test of time. I got the fader replaced in it. I have a Pioneer DDJ, and I'm getting like the Rain 12s, but I'm like, sometimes, bro, I don't feel like taking all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm like,
Rain 12s are pretty big too. Like,
yeah, but
like
I'm saying, but even with Rain 12s, that's different. But I'm like, if I'm just doing something quick, fast, like for an hour and all, like a brunch or something, I'm just taking the controller, man. Like, I'm not taking all that shit.
I still bring my CDJs in the mixer just because I can switch it up. Like, it's modular, so I can change it up if I have to.
If it's an important gig, like if I'm doing a reception or a wedding or something, I'll take backups of a backup. Like, I'll take my regular laptop. I'll take another laptop.
Yeah.
I'll take a controller. And I'll take an iPad, like, because I'm like, if I'm at a wedding and something happens, nobody cares if something happens.
Yeah.
I need you to play Dance with My Father right now. And I need you to play Here Comes the Bride.
Yeah.
So I don't care that your computer just crashed.
Yeah.
So I usually take at least 2 more things that I'm like, even if I just got a USB and I just got to put these 16 songs in here and just play this shit, it'll play. But, off of aux or whatever, like, because I don't want to ever, because that's a special day. Nobody wants to hear your computer crash on their wedding day.
Yeah, it's nothing to do about that.
Like, the wedding photographer never says, "Oh, my battery died or my card's full."
Like, my bad. Like,
I paid you how much?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
have you had like a laptop crash or like equipment failure? Not yet.
Never.
It's a horrifying feeling, like from the pit of your soul, and you feel like that way for the next month, for your next couple gigs. Just like it hurts.
Scared,
like, are we good? Are we still good? Like,
and one thing about it is, like, I remember being on stage and just hosting, and DJs had computer issues or whatever, and I'm a host, I'm a talker, so I can kind of just gloss it over. Y'all take care of y'all bartenders, man. You know what I'm saying? Oh, what is Southside at? Southside in here? Southside makes some noise, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I could at least, I remember a few times Jeff shit would, you know what I'm saying, something would happen or whatever, and we were overseas, some overseas, and maybe the voltage was different or whatever. But I'm a talker, so I can see I'll be able to talk for about a good 3 minutes. But after that,
like, you're on your own, man.
It turns into a comedy routine. It's like I start talking like Jerry Seinfeld. Like, you ever been to the grocery store and you got stuff in your basket? Like, they're like, wait, this motherfucker doing a routine? Like,
yo, man, you're on your own after this. That's all I got. I got 3 minutes set.
I got 3 minutes of carrying these motherfuckers talking about technical difficulties.
And after people were like, for the first 2 minutes or so, they're like, okay, did you try flipping it on? Like, turn it off? Like,
reset your power button.
After that, they were like booing and like,
it's like, yo, what the fuck, bro? Where's the music at, bro?
Yeah. No, I've had speakers blow on me. I've had laptop issues. I've had a needle go one time. That's when I was like, yo, no more turntables. I'm done. Like, I don't care. I don't care what it looks like. I don't care if you're not a real DJ. Like, I don't care. And I've had one laptop crash, and because I use Tractor and I use Serato, so like in the middle of the party, I switched over from Tractor to Serato and just kept it going. So I was out for, I think, 2 minutes of like, and it was a New Year's Eve party.
Ooh,
and
shit.
It was early though, so it was like 11:15.
Right.
So people were still coming in, and we're like, what's happening here? And I just switched over.
But if you're at a New Year's Eve party, your shit crashes at 11:15. I can't imagine the beads of sweat that was dropping on your head at midnight.
It hurt the whole night, man. Yo, they were like, yo, you want the champagne? So I was like, no.
I don't want nothing.
No.
I don't want anything near my shit.
I'm just focused right now. I'm looking at everything. I'm like, I had my phone up and I had the aux cord just in case. Like, I had the New Year's Eve song. I was like, just in case, I was like ready to press play. But like, yo, fortunately, I was good for the rest of the night. But like, oh my God, yo, it hurt.
Right now,
like, I get just the pressure of like, yo. And that's the thing with new technology. Like, once you switch over, like, there's a grace period of, I got a new laptop, so 6 months, I don't know.
Right.
Then I can go tour with it. I can't, like, Jazzy Jeff, he does tours with new equipment. I can't do that.
Right.
I'm paranoid to my core,
but trust and believe, he's had it before everybody else.
Yeah.
He's been at home tinkering with it for months.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the manufacturer talked to him about.
He's super confident when he takes something.
Yeah. Like even still, I just can't do it.
Not the same. Yeah. I feel you. I've been there.
So like, have you done like big, huge parties where like, clubs, concerts, or like 500-600 people in there?
Yeah, man, I've done, I've did I did parties where it was 8 people in that shit, 80 people, 800. I think the biggest gig I ever played was like 20,000.
Oh, that's crazy. What was that?
I was on tour with Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
Pink Print tour.
Yeah.
I did I actually got to play Niggas in Paris and that was.
Did they lose their shit?
That was. Yeah. And it was all. Here's the crazy part, bro. It was like nobody knew who the fuck I was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was kids. It was Nicki Minaj fans. Nobody knew, oh, that's Mad Skillz. Like nobody knew. It was just, that's the guy playing the music.
That's her DJ right there.
Right. That's the guy. So I was the first music that they would hear outside of house music when they're coming in. So when the lights would, the lights go off and everybody, when the fucking concert's about to start, I was the first music they heard at a capacity where the decibels was like party time. So, and I did like, we did like 15, 20 dates, and Paris was one of them. But man, that was.
It's intoxicating.
That
right?
was. And bro, I swear to God, I was on CDJs.
Yeah.
I had CDJs in the 62.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I knew the mixer. I didn't know the CDJs.
Yeah.
First time using them. I was really up there faking it till I made it. Like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Yeah.
But I knew transitions. You know what I'm saying? I only had a good 12 minutes, maybe 10.
Yeah.
Before the act came out. So
that's good. Like you just hammer through. Just
right. Slam.
Yeah.
But man. That was one of the highlights. I did 20,000 and nobody knew who I was, and I was like, and that's when I was like, I think I could do this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think I could really do.
There's something about DJing that's just so like, it's like a drug.
Yeah.
Being like you sitting there and you're commanding the whole crowd. Everyone's like getting hype of what you're doing. Like when I get in the zone where like I'm start throwing down songs and everyone's like, oh hell, like it's just it like it's like drugs. Like it just gets you that feeling like I can't go back to like
right. I can't go back to just doing this regular shit no more. But man. I play big crowds and but I have the same energy, man. And I think what Manuel. Shout out to DJ Manuel. I mention him a lot because he's just a good teacher. Like he told me a long time ago, he was like bro, he was like, he said you got to have it all. And I was like, what you mean? He said, I just saw you DJ a party for like 2 hours. He said you hosted, you rapped. Yeah. And you DJ'd.
Yeah.
All at the same time. He's like, bro, I don't think you realize how many tools you have in your arsenal that a lot of cats don't have. He's like, bro, I don't say nothing, bro. I just DJ. I talk with my hands. I'm one of those guys. I don't say nothing.
Yeah.
I was like, he's like, so you have the power to, you have the tools to be one of the best in this if you really put your head down and focus on what it is you want to do. He said, because you're comfortable on the mic.
Yeah.
You could spit, and you could DJ your ass off.
Yeah.
He was like, so use all of those tools, man. I don't ever want to just see you just play a 2-hour set. You don't say nothing. Don't do that shit. Like, nah, talk on the mic. You know what I'm saying? Get people engaged. And what I realized is that even with hosting back when I was with Jeff and, you know what I'm saying? It's a fine line between motivating people and aggravating.
Yeah, just talking too much.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So
I'm at that line where like I don't like talking too much.
Right.
Like I'll build up something and hype it up, but like generally I want you to be like, that guy's set was incredible and that's all he needed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. It's a fine line between doing too much and knowing and just knowing when to talk and when to shut the fuck up.
Exactly.
Like a lot of people don't know that.
I think because being from Toronto, like we have really good reggae DJs.
Right.
Like they're phenomenal. and that's just how you DJ.
Right.
And so when I first started, we used to be the R&B hip hop guys before the big reggae people came out.
Okay.
So we were like the warm up.
Right.
They weren't concerned that, oh, you guys are gonna play the hits or whatever.
Yeah, they had a whole nother thing they were doing.
Yeah. So, but like I used to be around people that, you know, they commanded the microphone, and it's powerful.
Yeah.
Like it completely changes a party versus just somebody who's not saying anything, just nervous.
Because it's a, and what I tell cats all the time with what I've been doing lately, and just with what I've been trying to build as far as like parties and just my own things, like, you know, we all got the same music in our laptops.
Yeah.
But we all have the power to present it to people a different way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I try to give people moments as opposed to just the music. Anybody can give you the music. I try to give you the moments.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's where I try to separate myself, and I'm gonna give y'all the moment.
No, man, it's a special thing, and people appreciate it.
Yeah.
Especially like you have like that one party where like I remember where I was when I went to the first Start From Scratch party, and he killed it. And I'm like, yo, that's how you do it.
Right.
Yeah.
And it inspires you, man. Like, and I just want to, like I said, I love presenting music to people and inspiring people. So I'm in it for the long haul.
So even though this is probably going to come up like a week or two after your show tonight, like talk to me about the show. Like what is it about? How did this thing come about?
The one tonight?
Yeah, the one tonight.
It's a, I had been doing this party in Virginia for a while, almost like 10 years, but I was just hosting it. I wasn't DJing then. I would bring in other DJs, and it was Michael had passed, but Prince was still alive at the time I started it.
Okay.
And it was just something that, you know, I was like, it's very rare to find somebody that don't like one of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to like something from both of them. You know what I'm saying? So when I started thinking about, you know, themed parties and what I could do that would separate me, I had already been doing this one. You know what I'm saying? So it was a no-brainer. And it was like a full production. We would have a band. Like, we had a band. Wow. We had, like, cover singers. They would come and do shit. And and it was just the music, man, and just letting people enjoy the music of these two greats. These two icons, and because they left us with so much music.
Yeah, there's so many albums. Like,
and then and what's so crazy, bro, is like we don't just play like it's not Michael Prince all night. It's a lot of Michael, it's a lot of Prince, but you get everything else, like everything under the family tree. Like you gonna hear Janet, you gonna hear the Jacksons, you gonna hear the Time, you gonna hear Sheila E. You know what I'm saying? Like the obscure shit, Sheena Easton.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all of Prince's girls. I played Wendy and Lisa, all of that shit. And just you know, the funny part about the party is I don't care when we start and I don't care when we end. It's always some shit that we miss because there's so much music. And it'll be 3:30 and it'll be at one girl leaving and she'll be like, I had such a good time and you guys killed it. I'm like, oh, thank you. She was like, I've been dancing for like 3 hours straight. And I'm like, oh, dope. And she's like, how did you not play Smooth Criminal? And you be like, oh, fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how did you not play Lady Cab Driver? And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's so much music, man. Like,
there's this crazy thing. Because before, when you had your crates, this is all I got. This is what you're going to hear.
Right.
And especially people were like, okay, well, this is all we're going to get tonight. Like, we're cool with that.
Right.
But people were looking at your laptop like, yo, you have the internet.
I know you got it.
Like, why don't you have every song ever made
in your laptop? And the crazy part about it is I tell people a lot, like, just because you have the power to have 4 terabytes of music in your computer doesn't mean that you should. Yeah. Because you're never going to play all of that shit in one setting.
Yeah.
Like, I don't walk around with that shit. I think my internal on my laptop might be 300 gigs maybe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I ain't walking around with a terabyte of music with all of De La Soul's albums, with all of the skits.
It's too much.
I don't need all that. I just need whatever De La I'm going to play in the party. I don't need the fucking Balloon Mind State skits on my laptop.
Yeah.
Like, I'm never going to play that in the party. But just sometimes just having all of that shit handicaps you just as much as not having it.
Yeah, I feel for me personally, I only put singles on my laptop.
Right.
That's it. I don't bother with the album. I don't care about the skits.
Right. Yeah. No.
If it's not an official song from them, occasionally I'll have like some songs that I just like.
Right.
And stuff I mess with, but like generally I want to strictly have just hits and singles.
I feel like that's the way it should be.
It's more focus.
Yeah,
because like it's still piling up though. That's
and
the problem.
I'm a fucking music nerd.
Yeah.
So, and I'm king like organized. So, I want my shit organized in a way that if I'm doing a search, I make it so easy, like because it'll be shit that'll be right in front of me that I might not miss.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I've done just in the past like couple of weeks, like I started working on this crate that I got called a yearbook, and it's every hip hop and R&B song that ever charted and the year that it charted. So.
I know this.
Right,
Yeah,
I just have it says the yearbook, and if I click over that, it's all the way up to 2018, and I think it goes all the way back to like I want to say 91. So I can type in 1991 hip hop and R&B, and everything that ever charted that year that was big that year will show up in my face, and I'll be like, oh, I could play this. I haven't played this fucking Ja Rule and Ashanti song in fucking forever. Tonight is the night I could play Always on Time. Let me rock this shit out. But I pride myself on always being prepared. You know what I'm saying? And half of that shit, bro, like, cause you said there's always a new song coming out. It's always some new shit you gotta add next week that you might not have had last week. But organizing this shit is key to me, because I don't want to ever not have something or not have it readily available. Like I put in shit by the years. I'll type in 1996 and everything just came like Mobb Deep and to Mary J. Blige, like, and it'll always be shit that I'll play at a party. I don't have the top rock songs of 1996 in my computer. I don't need them. But everything else, it's in there. Like I'm a organization freak when it comes to that.
So what do you think about longevity now? Because this current, like 2018 music lasts for maybe 3 months.
Right.
If you're lucky, 3 months. And then you can never play that song ever again.
What's so crazy to me is I was telling some of my homies, I was like, it's weird because I said, I've never seen people be able to sustain this long off of like one song.
Yeah.
Cats will have like one song and be relevant for like 3 years.
Yeah. No,
I'm like, damn.
It's
a long run.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, because your second shit sucked. Your third shit sucked. You're still living off that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's people, I'm not going to mention any names, but there's people, they're doing okay just off the one thing. And they can't, I don't think they could make another song if they could. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, but like we're at this point where songs only have the shelf life of, a couple months.
Oh.
Whereas like, I remember when I first started, we can play songs from 92.
Right.
And everybody, even the girl at the 16-year-old party, she's heard of Tupac.
Right.
And she's heard this song before.
Right. Even if she wasn't around in 92, like she knows who
it came on in a TV show or
a movie or some shit.
Somebody, it's come across her sometime.
Yeah, it's different for them because they remember for a whole different reason than we do.
That's true too.
They're like, oh, this is a song from Notorious, and you like, no, this is fucking More Money, More Problems. It was huge in '97, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I saw this in Notorious.
Like, no, man.
However you remember.
Yeah.
Right, cool,
the point is, do you remember the song, right? That's the point.
Because I definitely can't play Niggas Bleed off of Life and After Death. You wouldn't know that to save your life. So,
yeah, man. Yo, I appreciate this. We went way over. I tried to do like an hour. But we did like an hour and 30 something. Like that GoPro died on me. Like,
oh, it's done? Oh, shit.
Because like the card is maybe like an hour and 15 minutes.
Oh, okay.
And this one's like 3 hours, and my camera can hold on longer. But like, I tried to have, I thought it was like, it's just a good strong hour. But like, It was good, man. I appreciate this.
Yeah, nah, man. Thanks for having me.
We tried to. I wanted to cover like just because go on the radio station and everyone's like, oh, this is the gossip of the day and whatever crazy thing happened today.
Yeah. I probably wouldn't have been good talking about any of that shit anyway.
Yeah. Like
only time I gossip is during the wrap up. Because I have to.
I'm tired of all that. I just want to hear something different. This is where the whole podcast came from, man.
Yeah, nah, man. I'm honored, man. I'm glad we made it happen.
Yeah, man. All right, everybody. Thank you for watching, and peace out.
Peace out.